Now the next thing I'm going to look at is tenability. Tenability. What is tenability? Well, this is the definition here. The maximum concentration of a toxic fire product or intensity of a physical fire parameter that can be tolerated without causing incapacitation. That is the definition of tenability. Did you know if you have more than 12,000 parts per million of carbon monoxide for 5 minutes, you will die? If you have more than 6,000 parts per million, you're incapacitated. In a non-sprinkler building, you'll get 30,000 parts per million. In a sprinkler building, you'll get 700 parts per million. Did you know if you have more than 250 parts per million of hydrogen cyanide for 5 minutes, you die? If you have more than 150 parts per million for 5 minutes, you are incapacitated. In a non-sprinkler building, you'll get 200. In a sprinkler building, it was so low it was off the scale. Oxygen, you need oxygen to breathe. If you have less than 5% oxygen for 5 minutes, you die. If you have less than 12%, you're incapacitated. Non-sprinklered, 2%. In a sprinkler building, 19%. Sprinklers can even maintain tenability in the room of origin. Now let's look at a case study here. Sprinklers in an American tower block. Now what happened was the clients were taking over the 13th and 14th floor of a building. And they asked, basically, is the building sprinkled? They were taking other premises and they said, no, it's not sprinkled. And the client said, oh no, we're not in this building and we want to have sprinklers in there. And they said, oh, wait there. No. If you sign on a long-term lease, we'll install sprinklers just on their floors. And they put sprinklers just on 2 floors, the 13th and 14th floor. That's the only 2 floors that are sprinkled. Now, what happened was, there was a fire on lower floors. And the fire was spreading up the building. And the fire brigade were called, you know, the first couple of pumps attended, try to put it out, make pumps 4, make pump 6, make pumps 8. In other words, more and more pumps were coming. This fire was spread on this tower block. And in the end, they had over 500 firefighters involved in this building. And it was very hard to control. They couldn't and they were trying to and firefighters were getting injured. And in the end, the chief fire officer thought, we've lost control of this building, get them out. Every single firefighter out. So they've got 500 firefighters, where all the fire brigade basically were pulled out of this tower block. All of them immediately evacuated. Now the fire reached the 13th and 14th floor and it got no further. In other words, I think it was about half a dozen heads, 6, 7, 8, something like that, heads stopped a fire that the fire brigade couldn't. Why? Because they were there as soon as the fire spread through, the head went off, pre-wetted. On the 13th and 14th floor, it got no further than that. 500 firefighters couldn't put it out, 2 lots of floors, sprinkler could. After that now, they're saying he's in America, sprinkler everywhere, because fires get put out by sprinklers. Yeah, the fire brigade have to react, but sprinklers are the way forward.